Hey, I'm Gabriel, also known as Gabo the Guide. I'm passionate about traveling and taking people on amazing adventures. I'm on a journey to discover northern Portugal and experience the region's unique culture, gastronomy, and beautiful landscape. Let's visit Porto in the north. The bacalhau looks delicious.
Yeah.
And then what do we have here?
Olives with garlic and olive oil.
And the crucial
and
ingredient, and Anna Maria. I've been dining and wining in northern Portugal. Now I go deep into the Douro Valley to get to know more about wine at Quinta de Pacheca, have breakfast on top of a mountain while the sun rises, and enjoy a traditional lunch at Quinta de Penascal. Then I'll cruise the Douro River on a Rabella boat before making my way up north to Quinta de Romeu to discover the world of olive oil. Finally, time to visit Bragança, learn all about the chestnut, and try a modern take on regional products. In the very heart of the Douro Wine Region, surrounded by 75 acres of vineyards, Quinta de Pacheca is a trendy spot to stay at, offering a variety of activities and a wide range of premium quality rooms like the original wine barrels, right in the middle of the vineyards. Never in my wildest dreams would I imagine I'll be sleeping in a fancy wine barrel. Well, Quinta de Pacheca made it happen. I've been drinking wine since the moment I arrived to North Portugal, and frankly, I'm loving it. But I think now I want to experience what it feels to be in the winemaker's shoes. Well, I think I just might do that. There is so much to do around here, from wine tastings to wine painting or harvesting experiences. I have a full day ahead of me, but first, off to explore the vineyards. Going through the warehouses and facilities of Quinta de Pacheca, I'm astounded to see how they open their doors for travelers like me to get a raw look into the winemaking process. Now, you're just about to see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
There's always one person that sets the pace.
This is the sound of making wine. Symphony to my ears. Hey! Nota! Assim você me mata. Grape stumping is an ancient practice that has been replaced by machines in most wineries. However, some winemakers still consider it to be the best process, as it avoids crushing grape seeds and ensures smoother flavors. Traditionally, the group sings during the process. This is one experience I will never forget. Why are we stumping the grapes with our feet, Hugo?
This is a process that is common in Douro Valley, especially for the wines that have the potential to age or to last longer in the bottle. When you do this in the lagars, this is a lagar, an open tank, you can extract more from the grape. So it leads to wines with more complexity and structure, so they last longer in the bottle, they have a better potential to age in the bottle. Right. So that's why winemakers still preface this process, and we are in 2020, right? Right. For sure, with our winemaker, she will keep doing this process because we have fantastic results.
After stumping the grapes, time to get cleaned up and go for one last ride before dinner. Just when I thought my day is over, they brought me to this old wine cellar full of huge barrels and this romantic settings right here. I think I'm just missing one last thing, some good company. Thank you for having me here. Watching the sunrise over the Douro Valley is one of those moments I will cherish forever. I woke up early and came to São Salvador do Mundo. There are dozens of amazing sightseeing spots along the Douro, but this one does have something special. As I climb it to the top, I'm taken by an overwhelming feeling of quietness. This is definitely a place of peace and contemplation. I'm on my way to Quinta do Panescal for a very special lunch. In the Douro region, each quinta is unique and has something different to offer and show. This wine estate has been welcoming guests for about 3 decades, who come to enjoy the hospitality and take a stroll while having a glass of wine through the terraced vineyards.
Olá, Gabriel.
Hey, Ana Margarida.
Bem-vindo à Quinta do Panescal.
Thank you. It's quite the place you have here.
Great, it's a beautiful landscape. Yeah.
It is, the Douro Valley.
Shall we have lunch?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
This is a great walk here in the vineyard.
Yeah, to open the appetites for lunch.
And the port wine does the trick as well.
As well.
Oh, I see that they've been waiting for us.
Yes. Celebrate your visit with port wine.
This is lovely. And I see they got my favorite drink going on.
Of course.
Port tonico.
Port tonic. It's always good in winter and summer. So, cheers.
Cheers, saúde.
Welcome.
The famous olive oil of the Douro Valley.
Yeah, this is the other side of the Douro Valley. The Douro Valley is a Mediterranean climate. So what do you find in here? Grapes, wine, olive oil, almonds, so olive trees, almond trees, lemon and oranges.
I see this probably makes this place in spring look all blossomy and smells divine.
Yeah, and because it's a Mediterranean climate, because it rains so little, everything is very tasty.
And with every great meal in northern Portugal comes a great wine to come along with it.
Exactly. Everything connects.
The level of pairing and the amount of thought dedicated to matching plates and dishes with wines here is overwhelming.
The Douro Valley is protected by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Not because it's a natural beauty, but it's a tribute to the work of man. And this changes everything. So
every sip is a homage to the hard-working people.
Exactly.
To them. So this is one of the most traditional dishes here at the Douro Valley?
Yeah, the young goat is very traditional. It's like the family food on Sunday or on parties. Dinner. And then the Douro wine, the red Douro wine, matches very well with this strong food. The Douro Valley, because it's so diverse and so hilly, allows multitude of microclimates that give you the perfect places to produce different things.
A variety of products that can be produced from different type of terroir, of climates, soil.
Art of making and grape varieties.
Wow. Yeah. Sophistication invested for centuries.
Yeah, that's right. Another tradition of the Douro Valley.
Fascinating.
Late creme.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing.
Look at this.
And the perfect match to port wine.
It's time for the king of the table.
Yeah, exactly. The king of wines, port wine. And with this amazing color, see when the sun...
Wow, yeah. Even the sun is dancing in the shadows.
Exactly. A lot of people took care of this wine in casks, aging, fine-tuning this amazing aroma and taste and persistency, and goes wonderfully with leite creme, the Douro dessert.
The devotion dedicated in this bottle until it reaches our palate, it's outstanding to see the hard work that it takes here in the Douro Valley with the extreme temperature and the terraces and everything until they have to age it and interfere in the process just for us to have what is literally the king of wines at the table.
Yeah.
This was a fascinating tour here at Quinta de Panascal. Ana Margarita, thank you for sharing your knowledge with me. And I hope to share it to the world.
Thank you.
I would cherish this visit in my heart.
So do I.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Pinhao is a charming small town located right at the confluence of the Douro and Pinhao rivers. With a very pleasant riverside, it's known for its beautiful railway station and for the port from where boats and cruises ship.
I am alive and I soar. Still I run toward the wind and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more.
This is the famous Rabella boat, once the only means of transportation in the Douro River. Could you imagine this boat carrying 30 barrels of port wine from the Douro Valley all the way to Porto? Each barrel weighing about 500 kilos. That's over 15 tons. And the sailors were not navigating here. It was more like rafting. Years ago, they've created dams that slow down the river, and since then, it's us, the travelers, that get to sail on the Douro River. Behind me you can see a 19th century bridge that carries an historical train that allows passengers to ride through the Douro Valley and gets to sense a bit of the feeling of passengers discovering this valley.
Get up and go. There is joy found in the race, and I feel it in the place where I'm free.
From the gentle waters of the river, I'm now back to the green of the road, driving northeast to my next stop, Quinta do Romeo.
Yeah, we are all looking for adventure.
Quinta do Romeo has been producing top quality extra virgin olive oil since 1874. Surrounded by beautiful olive groves, this is the perfect place for me to learn all about it. Olive oil has been present in every meal I've had in northern Portugal, but I did not have a chance to explore it yet. Here at Quinta de Romeo is the perfect place to learn more about this crucial element in Portuguese gastronomy. I'm about to immerse myself in the world of olives and bioorganic agriculture. Vamos lá! Olives are processed at the estate's mill the same day of the harvest or the following day at the latest, in order to ensure their freshness. They're washed in water before being crushed into a paste from which the oil is then separated through cold extraction, keeping all the good properties of this amazing liquid. The harvest takes place in November and December, and it's done with both man and machine working together as one. I've never seen such an incredible way to process olives. They smell great, they taste wonderful, and they also make a fantastic bed. Time to taste some olives. Just like with wine, there's a whole world of subtleness when it comes to tasting olive oil. You can distinguish all kinds of different notes that come alive in your palate, and you certainly feel a connection. The truth is that in the Douro region, many quintas produce both wine and olive oil together. Wow! I couldn't believe that an oil processing plant can be so exciting. And now it's time for the olive on top, trying the family recipes going from generation to generation at Maria Rita's restaurant. This must be the spot. Does it get any better than this? I've heard people drive all the way from Porto to eat at this restaurant. I can't wait and see what surprises they have in store for me. This is the type of place that makes me feel at home. Look at this lovely table they've prepared for me. The traditional alheira, rustic bread, the purest olive oil and olive tapenade, freshly made cabbage soup that comes along great with exquisite wine. This is what you can expect here at Quinta de Romeu. Farm-to-table meals, all locally sourced produce, and the warmest hospitality. And prepare yourself for mind-blowing flavors. Bom proveito. It's impressive to see how so deep into the mainland of Portugal, Trás-os-Montes, behind the mountains, I would find a recipe of codfish passing from father to son for 5 generations, only for me to come here and try it. So it's time for me to see how it looks on the inside. Here's another example for an original family recipe, the sopa seca. A dish built in layers of crusty bread, meat, vegetable, and chickpeas, all cooked in a delicious broth. Northern Portugal's comfort food. And the broth comes on top of everything. A dish filled in layers, all the good stuff that the north of Portugal is blessed with. After participating in the entire process from production to the tasting, I cannot leave this place without taking some of this liquid gold back home with me, or as they describe it here in Quinta de Romeu, as pure as God made it. After this introduction to Trás-os-Montes, I'm ready to continue my journey in Northeast Portugal, also known as Terra Fria. Today I'm in Bragança, the city behind the mountains. My first stop is Marão, the house of chestnut, or castanha as they call it. Join me as I enter the world of chestnuts and get a taste of the gold of Bragança. As you can see, the chestnut has been elevated to much more than a golden nut. It is used to produce many products, such as beers, liquors, and delicious sweets. Who better to explain about the uses of chestnut than Marão's owner, João? Hola!
Olá!
Hey João, how are you? Thank you for joining me.
Obrigado.
What do we have here? All these delicious sweets I see here.
São doces típicos daqui de Bragança e da Terra Fria, feitos com castanha. Alguns adaptados de doçaria que já existe, por exemplo, a bola de Berlim com recheio de castanha e creme de marrom glacé, o pastel de nata, que é um grande ícone de Portugal, mas que nós recheamos com castanha granulada, com creme de castanha e limão e canela.
So this is the pastel de castanha.
É o pastel de Belém adaptado à castanha.
Sim.
Temos também o brigantino, que é um doce típico aqui de Bragança com os 4 ingredientes fortes aqui da região, desde logo a castanha, o azeite, o mel e a amêndoa granulada por cima. Temos uma tarte de castanha caseira, exclusiva aqui da nossa casa, e depois outros produtos mais elaborados pela indústria da confeitaria e pastelaria, marrom glacé, e o bombom de castanha com recheio de chocolate.
And the liquors and all the different beverages that you make.
É um licor de produção própria, feito de forma artesanal, muito aromático, que leva muita castanha, muito aroma de castanha e com muita cor e suavidade e bastante aveludado.
It's definitely suave, the soft tenderness and exotic taste of the castanha.
Ok, obrigado. Temos também outro tipo de licor para acompanhar esta doçaria, que é o licor cremoso de castanha.
The Baileys of Bragança.
Sim, sim. Cheers.
Cheers. Chin chin. I also understood that there is a special beer made out of castanha.
Sim.
Mesma. Wow. Wow, it's
Boa.
delicious. Amber type of feeling to it.
Nós estamos na principal região produtora de castanha do país, que é Trás-os-Montes, E a castanha, além de ser um alimento para os seres humanos, é também um alimento para um animal que também é muito representativo da região, que é o porco, o suíno. E
The black pork.
Sim, o porco bízaro. E é precisamente esse animal que dá outros produtos de qualidade, como o presunto, os chouriços, as alheiras, tudo aquilo que são os enchidos tradicionais da região. E os melhores enchidos tradicionais são precisamente aqueles em que a matéria-prima, o porco neste caso, é alimentado com castanhas. E a castanha o que é? Também vamos ver, é nada mais
Looks like
cuidada.
looks like a little porcupine.
Para descascar nada melhor que uma navalha aqui característica da região, que é chamada palassola.
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 So it's time to reveal the secrets of the castanha and to peel it off. I think it's time for us to go down to the museum and discover the secrets behind this magical nut.
Ok.
Shall we?
Um pequeno espaço com algumas informações sobre a produção de castanha no mundo.
Can you make music like this?
Yeah.
Oh, Macarena galão, e na vida certeira, e no teu coração. What about these? Wow, what an exhibition.
Isto é uma coleção de assadores de castanha de algumas zonas do país e também de Espanha, França, Itália.
Wow, look at the traditional painting and work.
O assador tradicional de Trás-os-Montes, que é este.
This is the regional Transmonte one, yeah?
Trás-os-Montes.
What about this, the masks? What is the general idea behind the masks?
A máscara é um ritual usado aqui em Trás-os-Montes no Natal e no Carnaval. Muitas dessas máscaras são feitas precisamente com madeira de castanho. Quando os jovens atingem a maioridade, ganham o direito de vestir um traje de careto e pôr uma máscara tradicional. E aí já são grandes.
Yeah. So this is it, the House of Castanha. You're the ones who saw it first. This is the place if you really want to go in depth with the world of chestnuts and what you can do with it. The House of Castanha offers not only a lot of interesting information, but different types of workshops and the tastiest products Castanha can give to this world. We're in the castle of Bragança. This place is not only one of the best preserved castles in all over Portugal, but also a fountain of life. Here you can find medieval fairs, pubs and taverns, and traditional cuisine with a modern flair. This place I'm going to have lunch in is called Javali, or the Tavern of the Wild Boar. Oi! Look at this incredible tablas. Taste out of everything that is local, fresh, and traditional. This ham looks out of this world. I'm guessing because this place is called Javali, this would be a wild boar. Flavio,
Hi. Hello, how are you?
my friend, tudo bem?
Tudo bem, e tu, como estás?
Perfeito. Now even better. What do we have here?
It is a wheelbarn stuffed.
The wild boar burger.
Yes, like that, with the chestnut.
I'm gonna slice it with the traditional knife and feel like a regular citizen of Bragança. Wow. Oh my God, this is amazing. Look at this. The first and only wild boar burger I've ever ate. What
I
do we
bring
have here?
something. Cantarelos tivares, chamados rapazinhos, is a mushroom, a typical Oz, only salted with oil and garlic.
Flavio, please join me. I'm dying to hear more about your kitchen.
Like it?
It's a feast of flavors.
Yes? É o nosso trabalho, ou seja, é a nossa questão. É fazer dos nossos produtos regionais coisas diferentes, mesmo que sejam só o produto, ou seja, elas mais alteradas. E isto é produto.
Just picked out of the land and brought into the kitchen to make a meal. What could you tell me about the way that people get the products here? About the game meat, hunting?
Ainda temos as pessoas mais velhas a produzir os terrenos e a tirar daí os produtos e serem eles muito sazonais.
Flavio, the truth is, I'm loving it here. I feel like history is in the making, history is coming back to life, and I think your place has a lot to do with it.
O nosso trabalho, e quem está na área da restauração e na parte da hotelaria, é manter com que as pessoas estejam em casa. E daqui, através dos sabores, através do cheiro, através da vista, levarem uma experiência espetacular e uma experiência para voltar e uma experiência para recomendar. Onde nós estamos, o castelo, sem dúvida, é dos mais preservados a nível nacional. A Domus, até ao momento, é a única que existe na Península Ibérica e remete-nos ao século XIII, que era uma antiga câmara onde é que as pessoas tiravam a água. A igreja e o espaço brutal que temos à nossa frente é um bocadinho isso, é um bocadinho uau. A ideia é uau. E juntar uau à comida, juntar uau à hospitalidade e fazer com que as pessoas tenham uma grande experiência. E este entorno todo, na cidadela, faz com que a experiência seja brutal.
You said it, Flavio, you make me feel at home.
Toast.
Chin chin.
Thank you.